So I was watching Preach and Abba about the quarantine, and they was talking about the video that Jared Jackson did, which is not bad. He usually be on that pandering bullshit, but this one he was actually on point. Now, most people nowadays don't choose the person who they're compatible with. Meaning, I'm using myself for example. I don't mind being around my female partner, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If I want to spend time with her, I spend time with her. But at the same time, it would be good to have a same person who do the same thing I do. Meaning, I'm okay. I don't mind her being around me 24/7 because that's completely fine with me. That gives you time to bond with your female and male counterpart. Now, most people, like they said in the video when I was watching Preach and Apple, is that you have to understand something. That majority of you do tolerate one another. For example, I'll give you another one. The Pookie and Ray Ray, Tyrone Baby kids. Keisha them, Taisha them, Felicia. Well, they're known to tolerate one another, but they cannot stand to be around each other for a long period of time, which is actually true. We've all witnessed it. Some of you have experienced it. Then again, not some, a lot of you have, because most of our ebony female groups pick the lower caliber dudes, which is actually so damn true. And then they find out he doesn't do this or don't like the simple fact that they don't get to spend time with each other, but yet you passed over the gentleman that you could have been spending time with, who was completely okay with you spending time with him. So when it comes to something like quarantine, this is the best time to bond with each other, get to know each other, laugh with each other, joke around with each other, make love to each other. Not just sex, but make love. But when you can not get spend at least 10, 15, 30 minutes with each other, that's a problem. That means that is not your soulmate. That's common sense. So with that being said, you should have picked the higher caliber dude that you thought was the lower caliber next to Pookie and Ray Ray. But you chose Pookie, Ray Ray, Talon Barricades because they're supposed to be the protectors, alpha males. I'm quoting this, which if y'all know this is not actually true. Because 9 times out of 10 they will run from all their battles. Unless they're going to go out and kill their own people. Which doesn't make you alpha male. Actually makes you a little pussycat. And you know what I'm calling you. So once again, me, I won't care if my female camera wants to spend a lot of time on me because I'm okay with that. Besides, I'm a gamer, so why the hell wouldn't I? Playing video games or card games, that'll be the best thing to do. But as we can see right now, there's people committing suicide because they can't be isolated. Why would you want to kill yourself? You got, like, there's so many people who have technology, all these video games, all these cell phones, laptop, desktop, iPads, Kindles. You know what I'm saying? Millionaires, billionaires, or some people might be making a couple 100,000. And you're hearing all this news on YouTube because I am subscribed to Phil, Liz Cabrera, and Nicole's View, and um, what's the other cool guy? Amazing Lucas. And I'm hearing this. I'm like, you're gonna commit suicide all because you can't go anywhere else besides your house or apartment. Honestly, you ain't gonna like what I'm saying, but I'm just be straight with you. I'm gonna be honest. It is stupid. I will never commit suicide. This is the part when I've heard my community say, all they do is play them damn video games with their cell phone all damn day and all night. Well, technically, this would be a good idea for them to stay on the damn game in the damn cell phone for laptop, desktop. And reason why my community say that so much because they don't know history. There's actually an African American man who is the sole creator or inventor of the first video game called Fairchild. That's why we have PlayStation, Xbox, Sega Genesis, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Dreamcast, Nintendo 64, GameCube, you name it, we had it all. That's why we have it. That's just like we hit. There's an African American man who invented the cell phone. So how are you going to complain about something that we have invented? To me, that sounds like you're ungrateful and you don't know history. So definitely should study history and learn it too, and then pass on from generation to generation. Don't complain about it. Now you wishing you didn't teach them to play football, basketball, to be a rapper, R&B artist when they could have stayed home and learned about technology. Like uh, Judge Joe Brown said, STEMs. Now a lot of people say, "What the hell is STEMs?" I'm gonna tell you what STEMs are: science, technology, engineering, math. STEMs. So one more time: science, technology, engineering, math. If they spend less time trying to teach them how to sing and dance and teach them about science, technology, engineering, and math, then it'll be a whole different thing by now. Like, I mean, we will be inventing a lot more stuff that our ancestors did. So, at this point, if you have all this technology, and for some reason you can stay isolated in your own space, which is supposed to be peaceful for you, that's a problem. Because there are people who are homeless, who stay in homeless shelter, who stay in homeless camps, who actually live. If you don't stay in a homeless camp, you live on the streets, and they have no choice but to either get the disease, coronavirus, because technically they're out here in the community without, one, they have no money. Two, they barely take a shower, keep themselves clean. Three, they don't really have food. Four, clothes. But you can't say isolated. But you have money, a roof. Some of you still have jobs, food, and then you have each other. That right there speaks volume compared to homeless people who stay in shelters, homeless camps, and who live on the streets and don't have anything. Y'all are pathetic and weak as hell, especially if you're in my community. For you to walk around, you're panicking spending. You don't even take the time to look at your community. The people who don't have, once again, money, a roof, um, jobs, or food, or even clothes, well, clean clothes at that, man, it shows that y'all are not prepared. You are not made from the same cloth as your ancestors. What do I mean by that? I'll give you another example. The females in our communities, the everyday females, always say, "Well, I got 3 or 4 degrees." Okay, but slaves built this country without any money, no schooling, meaning they didn't have a degree or a diploma. This is why I say slaves are smarter than the rest of you Negroes because they built this with no formal education and didn't get not one dime for it. But now Negroes got money, house, and everything else, and still struggling to this day. That's so sad. And I thought homeless people should have it way worse than y'all. But when you look at people who got money, house, jobs, clothes on their back, get to travel, go everywhere they want to go. You look at people who are homeless, live in homeless shelters, homeless camps, or actually that right there. Once again, that speaks volume. It shows that this community is not made the way it's supposed to be made. There's more than gaze and interracial. There's a difference between intercultural and interracial. In a racial, it has to be with a soul. It has to be with just a white person. Now, in a cultural, it's more of an ethnic thing. Like a lot of Negroes don't really know that you're not full African. You're actually Indian. I'm gonna say that one more time. I can see that right there is gonna confuse some people. I just said that you're not fully Africans. You're also Indian. You should look up the history. Look up Golden Wars and look up the history between African Americans and Native Americans, Indians, and you will find out for yourself. Most Indians upstate will actually rename black African Americans. How do I know this? From listening to Lisa Cabrera and Nicole Drew, because they actually study a lot of the history. I'm gonna go back to what I said. Reason why most of you cannot tolerate one another because you picked the wrong person. You literally picked them based off looks and sex, meaning females are being picked them based off swag and sex, because they're sexual. The female experience are sexually varying. Swag, they're just looked at two things: the way they look and sex. That's why they are known, will always be known, and always be losers because they picked the lower time. It never failed. I mean, hell, look at Lori Harvey. She picked the worst of all people, a damn future. That is a perfect example of how they will always continue to lose. Yet they will place their fingers on their head, call the gym a loser. But yet, who's really losing? The person with the L in their head, or the person you caught them losing? Think about that for a second. But I, well, hell, I just feel I should speak on something. Hell, I got this on my mind. I be want to talk sometimes. But yes, the reason why majority of you cannot get along with your male or female because you picked the wrong person. If you spend more time with them and get to know them, you will love them more than you do now. That's a fact. But it seems the only time you spend is either on social media, which is the worst thing ever, because you spend too much time on social media. You spend too much time listening to people like Derek Jackson and people who are supposed to be marriage coaches and relationship coaches. They don't know a damn thing. Most of them will be having sex all their life, and then all of a sudden they wind up with that person through sex. We all know this. So that's what I'm saying. You can't spend 30 minutes or an hour around each other. No, not even 30 minutes. 10 hours around each other. That's a problem. That's why when you got kids, you are disconnected from your youth. I said it one time. When you have kids, you are disconnected from your youth because you spend so much damn time sending them to a schoolhouse when you could teach them back at home. So now, since you're quarantined and you got children, you assume that they're bad kids because they want to go outside. You spend more time doing something in the house and, and start trying to. I'm gonna teach my son to play basketball, football, or I'm gonna get my daughter to do this and get my nephew to do this, or get my niece to do this. How about you start trying to find ways for you to not take care of them? In this community, we have a lot, and I mean a lot of Negroes that are lazy as hell. Because when it comes to the youth, they want things outside of the house. Then it's still find something that goes into the house. It's better to find things than away from the house. Now, I understand that people want to be, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you have a disconnect from your youth, that's a problem. So when they come home and you got 5 year olds, 50 year olds, you know what I'm saying, and you're on social media screaming about what I'm gonna do with my kids, they doing this, shut up complaining, and actually find something to do. You got card games, you got video games, um, you got what's man, I can't remember what it is. Anyways, other entertainment to to occupy your time or entertain each other. Now, there's very few Negroes who are seeing a positive Ebony family. Very few. That's a problem again because if you have never had a positive love, between two dark skinned people, then you ain't gonna never know what it is. That's why so many people are freaking out. They're killing each other. Can't spend time with the male or female. Disconnected from their youth. They're all over the damn place because they don't spend time with each other. And they always say this. I hear this from my own community. Family is important. It's very important. If it's very important, then why are you complaining about your youth? Why are you complaining about that you can't spend time with one another? Now, I mean, I heard so many people say this, and normally this is at the beginning of a relationship. Most of you are not in a relationship. You having sex more than if you was in a relationship. They always say this: if they were able to stay home and spend time with one another, they would do it. Now that you're able to do it, there's a problem. I remember that. Hey, if I've said that a few times, if I had the time and I knew I can just come home spend time with my lady, I would do it. Most of you have said that at the beginning of your relationship, and now when you're quarantined, it's a problem. Oh, I can't stand you. Oh, what are you doing? Why are you breathing? Bitch, cuz I gotta breathe. What, you want me to die? Yes, bitch, die. I want you to die. Okay, that's wow. That's the most disrespectful thing you can say to your loved one. But then again, you don't love that person. You say those things. You know what I'm saying? Going to kick him out the house. You want to argue. Then you want to get physical. If it's not, you call them out their name, then it's the physical part. You got to fight each other. You want to Homer and Bart sip at her. You know what I'm saying? You want to wrap your hand around her throat and just God damn it. But you want to do all that. But now the point is that y'all both can spend time with each other now. So then do it. I don't know any reason why not to spend time with each other. Then this is the best time. Most people don't even have nobody. Hey, I've been single for how long? What's it? 14 years and counting. Yeah, I said it. 14 years and counting. And on top of that, I'm living in a tent. A tent. I came from a dysfunctional household, not a home. I'm gonna say it one more time. I came from a dysfunctional household, not a home. And then to make the situation even worse, I have a condition called dystonia. Dystonia is mental disorder. That's what it is. Or as people call it, muscle spasms. Not seizures, muscle spasms. So when you come from a dysfunctional household that's not a home, that's a problem. Yeah, I live in a tent, but most of you have money, a roof, a job, clean clothes, and some of you actually are with somebody who want to be with you, but you're complaining because you have to stay home and be quarantined with them because you choose not to bond with them. You choose not to do fun things with them. You want to have your side chick and your side Negro. I'm just not gonna say the other word because I don't like the other word. But most of you want to have going on the outside your relationship and outside of your marriage. So if the same way you complain about things and it's but at the same time you actually are the people that messes up your relationship, you're people that mess up your marriage. You got one group that wants a side piece and the other groups time with you in this damn quarantine. Mm-mm. While the rest of your community is here homeless, living in a shelter, living in a homeless camp or actually living on the street, have no money, no food, no clean clothes at all, no job. As they say, Job. Man, it's so sad, but when you can actually just look at the group of people, it's the saddest thing I've ever seen from a group of excellent people. For you talking about loving one another, loving our people, unity and family. Y'all know the definition of unity, and you don't know anything about family because I'm looking at it every single day, night, and morning. Mm-mm-mm. That's so sad. Well, people, I'm about to get off here. Just thought I want to give you my opinion and what I think about what's going on in the world today. So I'll be leaving my information in the description. So until next time.